Greetings, Starseeds and chosen ones. Welcome to Church of Real Talk, the sanctuary for the chosen. I am so very excited, not only because you are here, but because we have experienced growth. The thing that I want to talk about today, we have definitely experienced growth. We have more subscribers. We are actually super close to reaching that 300 mark. I think I should start getting prepared to give those live offerings every Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern time, where you guys can jump in, we can chat, we can communicate with each other, all whilst going live. And that's a beautiful thing. That definitely is a beautiful thing. Growth, very, very important. The person that you were a year ago. You know what? Let's just start from the beginning. The person that you were a day ago, the person that you were a month ago, the person that you were a year ago, the person that you were a decade ago. You should not be that same person today. As chosen ones and starseeds, we must continuously grow. Okay, we got to grow up here. We have to grow with what we project. We have to grow with embracing positivity. I always talk about the challenges that we experience as chosen ones and starseeds. And I've told you many a time, I am not like taken out of that loop. I constantly have to go through them. But what I have found, what I have experienced is that once you actually make the correct choice, and you can only do that by growing, by understanding the person that you were and the person that you are and the person that you want to be. Once you make that choice to let go of this stuff, once you make that choice to embrace your path, you'll find that these tests and challenges become so much easier. I'm going to get into so much. It's Friday. You know, we finally made it to the end of the work week if you have a day job. For most people, it's a time to relax, let their hair down, and just take it easy and just reflect on the week. However, we as chosen ones and starseeds, it just continues on. We always have to be of assistance. And I think that definitely resonates with you. But before I start rambling on, as I tend to do sometimes, I think we should get on with the offering. No better time than now. Let's go. All right, like I said, my mind is definitely racing. I think it's important that we touch base on growth. Our personal growth as chosen ones and starseeds is very important. It's very important to our higher powers. It's very important to the universe. The reason being is it's not always about tests. Yes, these are things that will constantly be put in front of us so that we can continue to grow, to shift those things that need to be shifted, to change those things that need to change. Choice plays a huge part in it, but there should always be what I like to call the base choice. The base choice is where you decide that I am going to change something about my life right now. There is something inside of me that is not only not serving me, but is not serving my higher power or the universe. We look at these things like New Year's resolutions. I've never been a fan of those, even before awakening. I always figured that if you're going to change something about yourself, that means that you have earmarked and identified something in you that needs to change, and you need to change it then. Why wait for a certain day? The present is always the best time to make changes. Once you identify something is wrong, you need to address it. Okay? You don't walk into your kitchen, see that there's a grease fire, and then walk away and say, hey, listen, today's not grease fire day, so I'm going to address this tomorrow. No, you have common sense. You know I need to address this now. We tend to, when things come to boil down to aspects of our life, once again, we talk about ego because ego has always found comfort in these things that, dare I say, no longer serve us or serve us very little. You know, ego will kind of come out and fight tooth and claw. It will come out and decide, no, you're not going to change this. I have been so comfortable like this. We all know people, unless you live under a rock, and let's be completely honest here, we all know people that suffer with addictions. If they are close to you, and again, whether they're close to you or not, you should always be willing and able to give assistance as a starseed or a chosen one, because this is what your higher power and the universe has set out for you to do. You know, instead of turning again, it's growth. There's always that time that, oh, that's a person that's on illegal substances. I gotta remember the YouTube algorithm. You know, there's a person that is doing something that is destroying their body, that is destroying their mind. I can't be around them. Or this is a street person. You know, I'm gonna tell you, the way that I changed this whole concept, there were two instances where I had no choice but to change my belief on how I was judging people, okay, and how I needed to have compassion and empathy. The first time was I worked at a job where we took care of businesses and their software needs. And I remember I heard the story of an owner of this huge multi-million-dollar company. Okay, but before he started this company, I'm going to tell you a little bit about his background without saying his name or the location he's from. This person, and this was a verified true story, this person was on illegal substances, okay, was living under basically a bridge trestle, okay, and found himself where he had to come to the point to accept that something was wrong with his life and that he needed to change it. And he decided at that moment to change his life. Once he began to change his life, he actually said it was a struggle. It was something that he had to deal with day by day. But he placed the goal in his mind that he was going to change his life around. Now he owns, runs, and operates a multi-million-dollar business. Now, I am quite sure that he had assistance from people that believed in him. See, that's part of the problem. We find ourselves constantly surrounded by people, or I'm not going to say constantly surrounded by people. I'm going to say we gravitate towards people that do not want to support us, do not want to see us grow, do not want to see us get ahead. The reason being is not just because you're a chosen one, not just because you're a starseed, because there is potential in you, and if you unleash your potential, what will happen is they can't shine as bright as you. So it's better for many of these people to look at you and decide, well, this is what you are now. This is what you will always be. What they're trying to do is they're trying to stunt your growth. They don't want you to grow. Every person on this planet, this is where we come in. Chosen one, Starseeds, this will resonate with you. Sometimes it just takes a phrase. Sometimes it takes a sentence. Sometimes it takes a kind word. Sometimes it's you showing that, hey, I support you no matter what. I got your back. See, we look at our higher power, we look at the universe, and we say, hey, listen, I'm doing what you expect me to do. I want to grow. I want to become a better version of myself. But we automatically know, once we accept the fact that we are chosen ones and starseeds, we already know who has your back. The universe and your higher power. We take this for granted, but yet and still we come upon this mortal realm and we constantly place judgment on people. Then we have the lower vibration. It has to be hard. It has to be hard for someone to pull themselves out of the deepest hole that admittedly they put themselves into. It has to be hard as heck. But as you're digging yourself out, as you're climbing inch by inch, millimeter by millimeter, trying to get out of this hole that you put yourself in, how does it help when you have people that's kicking dirt and pushing you back down and walking away instead of giving a helping hand? We may not agree with people's choices, but their choices are there. I said this in the last offering. Once you begin to vilify and turn these people into villains, and turn these people into they don't deserve better, you miss out on an opportunity to be of assistance every freaking time. This is how we need to grow sometimes. This may resonate with you. Some of you may already understand this, but part of what I do here is to sometimes remind. Ego wants it this way. Now, on to the second story. Okay, I worked in a position where I managed a team where we did sales. Okay, I'm not going to say because I don't want any factors to bring the person's identity to bear. So, again, this was part of the tingling in my mind to be awakened. Lady comes in, clothes disheveled, mismatch, this, that, and the other. The lady, looking at how I described her back then, she looked like a complete mess. Okay, there was hints of maybe she hadn't taken care of herself as far as cleanliness. All of this was there, but she walked into my location. She wanted to have a conversation. She wanted assistance. I'm in the back doing something, going through the safe, whatever I'm doing, I'm in the back doing it, and I come out and I see my team, the people that I trained, treating this woman like she wasn't worth the oxygen that was coming out of their mouths. We can tell that these people had not awakened or taken on a higher understanding of we all live on this realm together. So I came out, I saw her getting upset, which drew my attention immediately. I came out and I was like, oh, hold on, I'll take care of this. And I spoke to the woman as a person. Not as how she was dressed, not as what was coming off of her as far as the aroma. I wasn't speaking to her like that. She was a human being. Come to find out, this lady was rich. She made my quota go up so far for that one day. I think I matched my quota for the month on that one person. Why was I rewarded with this? It's plain and simple. I took out the factor of judging people. I actually wanted to be of assistance, whether it was my job or not. This will resonate with many of you. With many of you, we have these jobs where everybody takes on the same outlook. I have seen so many videos where people who they find out later are rich or maybe have shares in the company are told they have to leave or the police will be called upon them, yet they've done nothing wrong. The sanctuary for the chosen. We have a sanctuary, Church of Real Talk, where we can discuss these things. Trust me, those who have no interest in understanding the plight of those that chosen ones and starseeds are put here, placed here, giving these powers, these abilities, they will never understand what we're talking about. So we can discuss this freely here. We need to grow. We need to always become better versions of ourselves. We need to stop competing with others. A, they're not chosen ones. B, they're not starseeds. C, why does it freaking matter? We find ourselves where we are in secret competition with all of these people that care two doo-doos about us. This is where we are spending our time. Why are we not growing? Since I have embarked upon this, these lower vibrational beings don't think I see it. They don't think I understand what is going on. They are trying to push me away from this. They don't want me to do this. But yet and still, when it's time to give an offering, I'm going to get in front of this camera and I am going to speak the truth. One thing that I have found is those that vibrate lower, those that are demons, those that mean you ill will. This is their kryptonite. The truth. They will tap dance all around the truth. They will follow the narcissist playbook of the deflecting, diminishing, devaluing. They will do all of these things for no other reason but to hide from that kryptonite. That thing that will bring them down to their knees every time. The truth. What do they say in the Bible? The truth will set you free. See, lower vibrational demons, they actually deserve to be awakened into the fact of being better people. I will never deny that. The less lower vibrational beings that we have walking around is that much easier the job begins. It becomes easier, okay, for us to go about our day-by-day tasks, our job description, our standard operational procedures. So my thing is to always, no matter what I see in front of me, I just reach into the fact of, hey, listen, the truth will protect me, the truth will set me free. We find so many times, we find so many instances where we are refusing to grow. The easiest way to actually get someone to stop absorbing the knowledge that is needed is for someone to walk by them or walk up to them and say, oh, how can you do that? Oh, that is so boring. It may be boring to them, but it might be something essential that you need. You need to continue to grow. You know, have you ever, and this will resonate with you chosen ones, have you ever heard a conversation where you see someone that is going through something, that is going through some kind of conflict, some kind of meltdown, some kind of something, and you know, you're walking past, you want to help, and the person that you would grab and say, oh, no, that person's crazy. Don't get involved with it. That person's crazy. Again, we constantly miss opportunities to be of assistance because we are more worried about validation and ego. So let's look at it this way, okay? I just said I am excited. I am happy. We are reaching the brink of 300 subscribers. Why did I pick that number? Because 300 seems like a great number to begin to take it up a notch, to grow. Okay? Doesn't give me any money. I still have if I want to get monetized, there is so many other hoops that I have to jump through. But I'm not concerned with those hoops. Yes, it would be beautiful if I can get a check every month so that I can put it towards getting a physical location. I would love it. I would love it. But I'm doing this not to feed into what I want. I'm doing this for others, for my chosen ones, for my starseeds, for the people that believe that they have a calling and they have been awakened to it. That's what I'm doing it for. 300 gets you nothing. Go look it up. It gets you absolutely jack on YouTube. Nobody's even going to send you a coin in the mail. But that's not what's important. When I chose that number, I didn't choose that number based on the fact like, ooh, now I can get monetized. You need 4,000. If you didn't know, you need 4,000 subscribers. I don't want to go out there and I get emails every day. I get messages every day from people saying, hey, we can grow your YouTube channel. All you have to do is pay us X, X, and X. That's not what Church of Real Talk is here for. It's never been here for that. If it was here for that, I would have gave it up a long time ago. If I didn't believe that there was an actual calling for me to sit down and do this, I would have given it up a long time ago. If I did not think this was important for Starseeds and Chosen Ones, I would have let the lower vibrational demons, the lower vibrational beings, bring me down to the point where, hey, you're right, maybe I need to stop this. It's not bringing me nothing. We have to grow past that point of always expecting that everything that we do should be rewarded in a monetary basis. Woo! I tell you, it's hard. It's hard to, and this will definitely resonate with you. It's difficult. It's difficult when you look at this world and you see the path that this world is taking. It's hard to just sit back and say, not my problem. Not my monkey, not my circus. I'm just going to go over to the sideshow over there. Yes, it is your monkey. It is your circus. Because, like I said before, at the bare minimum, I want to make this world a better place for my children. At the bare minimum, I want to make this world a better place for your children. I would love it if you assist. I would love it. Go out there and start your own channel. I'll subscribe. Anything that keeps you a positive person, anything that gives a message that is of value to the populace at large, not only the populace at large, but the chosen ones in the Starseeds, please, I'll subscribe. I'll promote you. Because we need to grow into this positive mindset. We need to, you know what, there is so many things that I could point out about the people that I have to deal with every day. But at the end of the day, you know what, no matter how I'm feeling, I've got to turn that around. I've got to continually grow and say, you know what, this person is a person that's crying out for help. I don't know why. But if you're crying out for help, I've got to try to assist. Sometimes assisting can be letting go. Sometimes assisting can be finding out the information that will not only help you grow, that will not only help you become more effective, but might be able to help this person. We have to take inspired action, not only to assist, chosen ones, let this resonate with you, please. Not only to assist, but to continuously grow. I have made so many videos based on the fact of you've got to recharge your light. You've got to bring your energy back into you. You've got to be of assistance. You've got to stop thinking with these negative thoughts. It may seem like the same thing, but is it not the same thing that we have to correct? So if you didn't get the message the first time because of the messenger, if you didn't get the memo because you chose not to open up your email, if you didn't get the telephone call because you didn't answer the phone, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Chosen One Starseeds, you are so worthy. You are so worthy of this gift, but sometimes you've got to get from inside of yourself. We look at this world, open up a newspaper, turn on the news. I really don't suggest doing that. But anyway, open up a newspaper, turn on the news, turn on the radio, and you will see that this world is going to hell in a handbasket. There's no way around it. I can't sugarcoat it. And yet and still, you decide that I'm a chosen one, I'm going to help. But you don't get to help when it's convenient and easy for you. You don't. I do so many things that sometimes I have given of myself to the point that I have found myself with nothing. Am I complaining about it? Not really. If I was able to assist another person, the universe has seen that. Your higher power has seen that. And I will be blessed in another way. It's kind of like a reward factor. I don't know how it works. I can't tell you exactly how it works. But that's why we're going to go into this next week. But there's always a reward factor. I have found that when I have given of myself to be that righteous person, that correct person, that chosen one, that starseed, I have always found, I've come to depend on it, that when I find myself where I think there's no way out, when I find myself that maybe I might just have to give up, I find that I am given something, a sign, a synchronicity, a reward, something that will keep me going. And it's never done at the time that I really want it to be done. It is done during the time period that the universe decides that now is the time. This will be of much use to you now. It wouldn't have been of use to you then, but I know for a fact it will be of use to you now. This doubt, this ego, this validation. When does it stop? When does it stop as chosen ones where we just accept the fact that just like that military soldier, I have a mission that I need to accomplish so that I can go ahead and if I got days of leave left, I can go relax. I can take it easy. I can de-stress. I can detoxify. We are foot soldiers. We are foot soldiers with a clear and direct message. We need to heal this world. Yeah, heal yourself along the way. Please, I beg of you. I beg of you. But this is the importance of building a family. Now you actually have someone you can reach out to. Maybe have a discussion with. Maybe you can say, hey, listen, I'm going through this right now. I really don't know which way to turn. I really don't know how to be of assistance. I think this is above me. Can someone help me? That someone, a fellow chosen one, a fellow starseed. Hence, the sanctuary for the chosen. Hey, listen, once again, I got to tone it down. These things are very important to me. Okay, I didn't know that I was going to go through this whole awakening thing. I had no freaking clue. But everything was put right there to tell me, okay, dude, here's the book. It's like you start a new job and, you know, the secretary comes in and says, oh, just so that you know, you might want to read this over the weekend because this is the standard operational procedure that we follow within our company. This is what it is. This is what it is. That's all I'm trying to bring to your attention. If you did not read the book, if you did not read the standard operational procedure, I'm just here to remind you what is inside the book. I got to take a break. I'm not upset. Nothing negative here. I'm actually very pleased that the universe is guiding me to say this. You know, we're going to take a quick break right about nowish, and we'll be right back.
In today's fast-paced world, we often find ourselves clinging to things that no longer serve us. But what if I told you that true liberation lies in letting go? Letting go of attachments, expectations, and outcomes frees us from the chains of past regrets and future anxieties. It allows us to fully embrace the present moment, where true peace and joy reside. The art of letting go is not about giving up. It's about surrendering to the flow of life and trusting in the universe's divine plan. So, take a deep breath, release the burdens weighing you down, and open yourself to the infinite possibilities that await. Embrace the freedom that comes from releasing what no longer serves your highest good. Remember, in letting go, we find our greatest strength.
Okay, I don't want you to take offense to what I am saying. I am not pointing people out. I'm not pointing out starseeds. I'm not pointing out chosen ones. I'm not saying that you're doing anything wrong. I just need you to be cognizant of the things that run through all of our minds at times. You know, we, at the bare minimum, we are human beings. We are just tasked with different challenges. We still have the same human thoughts and emotions. However, as chosen ones in Starseeds, and this will resonate with you, you find time to excise, get rid of these things that just serve no purpose. Deep down inside, it's not serving me a freaking purpose. Why am I holding on to this last vestige of my old life? I want you to leave comments. I want to discuss this. I think this is very important that we continually grow. And I want to tell you another thing. Even though this may be digital, this might be online, but again, I talk about that thread that connects us all. I feel that I'm within the confines and the comfort of family. Chosen One Starseeds, you are my family. You are my aunts. You are my uncles. You are my mother. You are my father. You're my mate. You're my children. You're everything. You're everything. This is what brings us all together. Is that we know and understand that we are indeed everything that could possibly be for each other. As we go through, I think I was watching a YouTube video where a person calls our tests and trials. I think he's called the Iron Line or the Iron Line Heart or something like that. I'll look it up and I will share his channel on another offering. But, I think he calls this the humiliation ritual. Where we're being humiliated with this feeling of loneliness and despair, and we're being villainized by speaking the truth, and people just they just don't want to accept us. They don't want us to be part of our lives, and we find this sometimes so very close to home. And this is going to resonate with you as soon as you start talking that, in their mind, gibberish of wanting to be of assistance and wanting to be of help. They start to push you away. They start to not want you to be part of all the things that you were part of before. But I'm here to tell you that, at the end of the day, sometimes many of those things you were never really a part of. When we look at this humiliation, as he calls it, this humiliation ritual, we find that we all go through this. Some of us deal with it quicker and easier. The way that I deal with it is, due to the way that my childhood played out, except for my grandparents, I basically thought I was alone. So I had to figure out everything on my own. I have grown past that, though. I have grown past the fact of feeling that I'm in this by myself. The reason being is because it was part of my test. We are the family that does not judge. We are the family that does not tell you that no matter how strongly you feel about something, no matter how strong something sits within your heart, within your very core of your being, that you need to stop it. We're not the family that says, oh, well, you're getting further than me, so therefore, maybe you should tone it down a bit, and I'm going to pull back on the assistance to you so that I can continue to shine, because at the end of the day, I want to be my higher power, the universe's favorite chosen one / star child. We don't do that. We can't do that. We have to continue to grow this family. Next week, I'm going to think long and hard about this. But next week, I want to go back to the whole manifestation thing. I think this is one of our inherent gifts as being Starseeds and chosen ones, where we don't have to struggle through this whole thing of living in this reality where coin holds everything in its hand. We need to be able to navigate this in comfort. It would be a wonderful thing if you are tasked as a chosen one because of your speeches and the way that you've helped people and you being a great orator. If you were told, hey, listen, I need you to come over to this country to address these chosen ones and these starseeds, I want you to be able to say yes, because that is part of your standard operational procedure. You give assistance where assistance is needed. So we've got to tap into this universal power, this universal thread, and gain and actually accept and actually embrace the gifts that are given to us as Starseeds and chosen ones. And I want this to be something that we can show and prove. We've got to start thinking more positive. We've got to start taking out the negative thoughts. You know, it seems, and this is going to resonate with you, it seems like as soon as you get rid of one negative thought, one negative feeling, one negative thing that had the potential to drag you down, here comes a lower vibrational being, and they've got a plate full of them. And they're gonna give them to you as much as they see fit. But it's something that we can grow through, because it's something that we go through. The easiest way to go through hell is to keep going. See, at any point that you stop going through hell is that much longer you have to stay in hell. Simple math. You keep proceeding forward. There was, again, geeking out here, one of my favorite movies. It's a lesser known movie, but it has become a cult classic, is this movie called Galaxy Quest. And there was one line that they said over and over in the movie that even at that time resonated with me. Never give up, never surrender. Oh yeah, there's a whole lot of entities that want you to give up. Chosen ones, I want to tell you, they are out there. They want you to stop. They want you to give up. They want you to brush this whole thing under the carpet. Go back to being the old you. I like the old you. You ever hear those statements? Oh, you've changed. You're not the same person that I used to know. Yeah, you've changed. Every adult on this planet should go through changes. Every adult on this planet should grow. We're not in third grade anymore. We're not in junior high school anymore. We're not dealing with the same people on a daily basis anymore. We need to grow. We need to make new connections. We need to find new friends. Sometimes we need to find new mates. We need to find the people that are going to help us grow. I'm not saying in a needy way, but doesn't it feel better when you have people in your corner that you know no matter what happens, they're going to, as the kids say, ride for you? Does that not resonate with you? How do you feel about those people? And how do you feel about the iffy people, where if it hits the fan, you don't know where they stand? Or what about those people that have just been pocket haters all their life? You knew about it, but you keep them around because of your ego and your comfort level and the fact that you feel that, hey, I'm a chosen one. I'm always going to be better than you. What about those people? When it hits the fan, how do you feel about them? See, we want to have those good feelings. We want to have that companionship. We want to have that feeling of feeling appreciated, wanted, and of worth. We always want that, and we always want to return that. You know, it's like the psychological factor by a person giving you a gift out the blue. If they give it to you early enough, you are automatically in your mind saying, I've got to get this person something. Doesn't matter what the relationship or anything is, we just have this feeling. It's something that just is inside of us. So help embrace the people in your life that have showed that, hey, no matter what's going on, no matter what storm you guys are traversing through, no matter what end of the world cataclysm is happening, that you know that they've got your back and that you have their back. See, that's what's important. That is definitely what's important. And with that being said, again, I want to thank you for your time. I want to actually ask that you give your comments about this offering. Next week, we talk about manifestation. Yes. We're going to unwrap this like a shiny new box. I know we kind of went over it, but we're going to go in depth with how to manifest as per the rules and the dictations of our higher powers in the universe. We're going to definitely do that, and we're going to do it in a way that we can show and prove. That we can show and prove to the lower vibrational beings, that we can show and prove to those that are seeking assistance that we are indeed the chosen. You know, it's not about some bragging rights stuff. It's just to show them we are the chosen and we are definitely here to assist you. We are definitely here to make this world better. And with that being said, I'm so hoping that you join me next week for this. With that being said, then Sunday, I know we're going to hit the 300 mark. If you haven't subscribed, don't wait for somebody else to subscribe. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hey, once we reach the 300 mark, you already know, live offerings, live chat, where we can truly interact as a family of chosen ones in Starseeds. I want you this weekend to go forth, of course, be of assistance, but I want you to work on, and this is going to be very important for the manifestation process, I want you to work on removing all negative thoughts. You can always turn something negative into a positive. Trust me. Okay? Remove the negative thoughts, because negative and positive cannot coexist at the same time. Okay? And with that being said, you already know, love you guys.
Welcome to the Church of Real Talk, where seekers embrace their calling as chosen ones guided by the universe. In a world filled with noise and distractions, we offer a sanctuary, a place to pause, reflect, and awaken to your true potential. Join us on a journey of self-discovery and transformation as we explore the depths of spirituality, consciousness, and the mysteries of existence. From understanding the power of synchronicities to embracing your innate gifts and abilities, we offer practical wisdom and spiritual insights to help you navigate the path of the chosen one with grace and clarity. Whether you're just beginning to awaken to your potential or seeking guidance on your next steps, our channel is here to support you every step of the way. Together, let's uncover the secrets of the soul, embrace our true calling, and radiate love and light into the world. Welcome to the Church of Real Talk, a sanctuary where authenticity meets enlightenment, and every soul is honored on its sacred journey.